What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about what a insider, or someone really that just had the honor and privilege of seeing the Batman, at least supposedly, right? The test screening for the movie. They've leaked out quite a few details of the film to, it seems like, their friend. This comes from the friend, and the friend says, hey, I know somebody who, saw this movie, and here's what they have to say about it. That's pretty much the setup. So, like we do with all these things, you do have to take it with a grain of salt. It does sound pretty accurate, and I think these things tend to carry a lot of weight. I think these things tend to be pretty true. We talked about some instances, even with the Scream movie, that seem pretty accurate. Still, though, it is up in the air, so, if you don't want to believe it, that's totally fine as well. But if you want to go into the Batman, with zero spoilers, and you think that this is spoilers, obviously, this is your time to turn away. Now, there's really nothing that mind-blowing. They kind of hide that stuff, but I do want to read what they said. Okay, so this comes from Blu-ray Angel, and it says, exclusive, I know someone who has seen the Batman, friend of mine, and a really good person. So there's the setup. Here's what they told me, thread, no spoilers. The Batman movie is a horror movie, very graphic, very dark, very scary. Paul Dano is effing crazy, so effing scary. I loved every second. The cut they saw is 3 hours long. Their thoughts on Zoe Kravitz's as Catwoman. I have a million things to say about Catwoman. She's my favorite. Holy S, definitely my favorite Catwoman. Their thoughts on Robert Pattinson's Batman voice. His voice was perfect, in my opinion. Their thoughts on his Batmobile. Holy effing S word, that effing slayed. Closing opinion. There's a scene at the end that literally had everyone screaming. Everyone gasped. Like it was a big no way for everyone. I don't give an F about Batman or DC, and even I clenched onto a knee and was shook. It's the biggest mic drop. And then people went on to question this guy, and he said, you'll just have to trust me. Like this is. Yeah, I really, really believe this guy. He's a noteworthy person that I've trusted. So that's pretty much all we got. So nothing too, again, spoiler filled, just kind of overall thoughts on it. And what I will say about it is it can very well be, it is subjective. I mean, not really very well be, it just is. It's the person's opinion on the movie. It's interesting that they're so praising of it, even though they say at the end that they don't actually care at all about Batman or DC. I don't know if that's going to turn on the red alarms in people's minds, right? Where it's maybe I don't trust it, because that is a little bit not necessarily contradictory, but that's just something that's an interesting point to talk about. So I guess let's go through it bit by bit. There's not too much, but the Batman movie is a horror movie, graphic, dark, and scary. All great. You kind of get the sense that this is going to feel pretty darn different based off of the trailer. So if that's the tone of the movie, that's completely fine by me. Paul Dano is effing crazy, so scary. I loved every second. Also cool. I think Batman has done a pretty reasonable job in the past of giving us villains that have been really good. I mean, obviously Heath Ledger as Joker. I really like Tom Hardy's Bane. There's quite a few problems with that movie and with Bane in general, but I mean, very iconic. I think no matter which way you think of it. So keeping in line with that, but also maybe making it just that next step is awesome. 3 hours long. Well, here's the thing. The movie's not going to be. I cannot imagine the movie being 3 hours long in theaters. I'm sure people, there is examples of movies that are very, very long, but I could understand them, cutting 10, 15 minutes. I think the movie could probably land in the 240, 250 range, somewhere in that range. I think would be reasonable. If you want to give us the full 3 hours, go ahead, but it tends to, again, this is like a test screening. Normally there'll be some cuts. They kind of show almost everything in this, so I think some things would definitely be cut out. Honestly, my opinion on Catwoman is I don't really have an opinion. I thought she did a pretty okay job, and really the only time I've ever seen her recently is in Fantastic Beasts, which I thought she did pretty solid. So I'm, it's kind of a prove it thing to me, where it's like I don't really know how I feel about it right now. I don't really feel too strongly one way or the other. And again, his opinion, if it's true, obviously that's very, very exciting. Liking Batman's voice or liking Robert Pattinson's voice. I also saw somewhere, and it's not in this thread, I think it was when he was answering questions, that he said that Batman does not kill in this movie. There's a scene where they make it very, very clear he does not kill. He's against doing that. So that's also something that I want to throw in as well. So I've seen people starting to argue online about it. I mean, you could say it's against the character. You could kind of just fall in line with what the movie is trying to do. It does, honestly, to me, it doesn't really matter what you guys do. You do whatever you feel. But I do think by not having him kill. I mean, I think that's like the safer option. I think that's maybe generally the better option because, you know, when Snyder really didn't care all that much, or it seemed, right, where Batman had no problem doing that, you know, some people really fell in love with it, and there was nothing wrong with that. Some people hated it and really thought it went against the character. So I would say just not having him do it at all probably is the safest option. I guess final thing going towards that end, right? There's a scene at the end that literally had everyone screaming, everyone gasped. Like, it was a big no way for everyone. So that's very interesting. I don't really know what could do that. Maybe you kill you have to, I would imagine you either kill somebody or you reveal somebody. So maybe they reveal a villain that we haven't seen yet, and that's like the big reveal. Or, but I don't know, like it was a big no way for everyone. I don't get, you know, and then he says he doesn't care, but he clenched onto a knee and was shook. It was the biggest mic drop. So I don't know, maybe like Alfred? I really don't know what could do something like that in the movie, so we'll have to see, you know, if that's true and what happens when the movie comes out. Either way, incredibly exciting. I love these things. Again, you know, I kind of got my feet wet in these, you know, test screening leaks with Scream, which were incredible, and I loved seeing it about Scream, and now we get it for the Batman, and I'm all in. So here's hoping it's at least as good as this guy claims it to be, whether it's true or whether it's not true, right? So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. I'm for sure going to cover this movie. You know, we'll have topics talking about it as we get closer. If there's any ever leaks or, you know, things that I feel are necessary for me to cover, I will be doing that. So there'll be plenty more videos on the movie over the next, you know, 5, 6, 7 months until the movie comes out. Make sure you guys are also following me on Twitter if you haven't already. Subscribe to my second channel. We also have Patreon and YouTube memberships if you guys want to support us there. The links for all those things are in the description below if you guys want to check it out, okay? Thank you all for watching. Really do appreciate it. Happy Sunday to all of you, and I hope to see you all on the next video.